Hello, people. My name is Kali Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew ho. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't will make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, fa check it, fa check it, fa check it, check. Green select glucometer, fa check it. Push sugar level, fa check it, fa check it. Fa check it, check. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
A comment I saw on the photo of the IGP, Dr. George Akufu Dampare, buying some food by the street side. And one guy said, Ghana people, everything you see, oh, he's humble. I did not get it. In fact, that was the only thing that caught my attention to add this particular discussion to the lineup for today here on Showbiz Daily Live on Sammy Flex TV. And if we are seated like this, then it means I'll be picking opinions from both my panel members as well as you watching from your side. What came to your mind when you also saw the picture, or better still, what will come to your mind when you see this picture of Dr. Akufu George Dampare buying ripe plantain and granite by the roadside? Everybody is talking about it. This is the photo on your screen, and when you go online, people are saying, "Oh wow, the man is humble. Oh wow. Everybody is saying, "Wow, Ghana people like that." Well, what will make this picture trend? This picture has been trending today. Let's start the show. My name is Sammy Flex. I'm going to be seated here as the chairman for today's discussion. Meanwhile, in the studio, Roland Amate is also here. He is a publicist for events. He is an event person himself, and he is also the digital communicator for Shagzy. And I also have man like Tim Dodo Solomon. You can simply call him Chemo. Chemo is our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited. And if you have any digital problems in terms of your streaming, in terms of monetization and more, Tim Dodo Solomon will help to streamline that for you on his Inti Dosu Solutions. Digital, let me add digital solution, Inti Dosu Digital Solutions. Meanwhile, Digital Rasta is called Currency, who is on camera. Richie Flex is the editor director of our shows. Let me also say thanks to you for spending quality time always watching us here on Sammy Flex TV. Tap Tap Send is holding us down. They are telling you can still send money from abroad to Ghana. Remember to use the promo code SammyFlex anytime you download the app for the very first time. And also, if you live in Dubai, UAE, Tap Tap Send is now operational in your country. So just as all over the world people are using Tap Tap Send, you guys can also get the app now to get money from it as well. So we can start talking. if you are thirsty and you're in Ghana, drink Verna, because that is what we always have on our tables. Very, very important. Now, why would this picture trend? And again, as you also watch it, what is running through your mind? I'm sure my director can show that to you. So this is also called Kofi Brookman in Ghana. What the man has bought. It is also called Kofi Brookman in Ghana. I'm not too sure who took the picture. That is one of my questions too. I'm not too sure who took the picture, whether it was one of his men, as in the police media, who took the picture deliberately to trend it or what. I'm not too sure, but of course the picture is out. Is there a logo on the picture?
Yeah, reality images.
Oh, I know there's a cry. It could be just Vancouver.
No, but it looks like the official photographer because of how it's been placed. If it were to be
don't
bloggers,
be so sure, boss.
okay,
Don't be so sure. Could be just Vancouver or the tomorrow. Befins the nabochi na no you.
The mustache.
Then I know you the tomorrow befins of the child. Why do you think this picture will be trending? Like, what is happening?
Sammy, you know, even with how society thinks and behaves, there are certain status that is not associated with humility. So if somebody says, "Oh, I came from a humble beginning," then you should know what the person is talking about. Then it means that
when he says it,
yes, he's coming from a humble beginning.
When you don't see it, but he says it. Okay.
Then, because if somebody is maybe from the, let's say Kennedy, who is the son of entrepreneur or Kwame Despite, says I came from a humble beginning, people will say you are wrong. But if somebody like which example, Black Sheriff, or somebody whose beginning was seen from grace, from grass to grace. These are the people who say that I came from a humble beginning. Then it means that, oh, I came from a not so good background. So already, where this particular status of the IGP is not seen as a status of humility in the first place, they indirectly or subconsciously have certain license to do certain things that somebody who do not have this kind of status cannot do. So if he comes down to the level of somebody who doesn't have his status and comes to do something that the person does on a daily, you are seen as humble. Because on a normal, somebody who doesn't have can be seen walking on the street to buy food by the roadside, by the gutter, just buy anything anywhere. His or her lifestyle is not measured so much about how people would see him, what people would perceive, like how people would think about him and all that. So those people are not so cautious about those things. But when you attain certain status, there's that mindset that, okay, you can't just buy anything from anywhere. You can't just even walk anyhow. You can't
and that's a mindset that is self-made.
Yes, self-made, and even within society. Sometimes society builds this kind of mindset. So the moment somebody attains certain position, the person is automatically seen not to be doing certain things. So if you see somebody, that is why you see Despite buying food by the roadside, and it trends.
I remember that day.
Because the person has attained certain status that in society's mind, you are not supposed to do this. Whether you like it or not, in their mind, this is not something that we can associate with you. So the moment you quote and unquote descend from wherever they have taken you to the level of which you want to do the things that to them they feel you've outgrown, then it means you are humble. Because it is those people that are seen to be humble. Humility is associated with those people that, oh, somebody that sells by the roadside here, the person is humble. Somebody that does those menial jobs, those people are humble. So if you are at a certain status and you decide, okay, well, I am just feeling for this, let me just go get it. Charlie, the person is seen, and some of these people who have high status usually do this to just create perception in the society. Like I said, there are certain status that is not associated with humility. So they need to remind people that, oh, despite this status that I have attained, I can still mingle with you. I can still do the things that you do. It doesn't mean that I am superhuman than you. It doesn't mean that, okay, yes, I may have certain privileges, but I am the same human as you are. I do the same things. I feel the same thing you also feel sometimes. So that is how, that is what will push some of these people to do certain things like this. Some people also would go to do certain things like this because they miss it.
Okay.
Like I said, when you attain certain status, society sometimes cuts you off from certain things that you would wish to do. Okay. So somebody can say, oh, Shatawale can say, oh, Charlie, I want to go and buy granules by this kiosk or watch it from this gutter. And you have a team member say, Masa, don't do it. Because of your status, you've outgrown some of these things. So don't even try it. Why? Because of that mindset. And that is how it is. So people sometimes do some of these things not because maybe they want to trend, but they want to put certain perception in society or people who see them in a certain light to think that, okay, they are humble. They are okay, like they are still down to earth. They are still the same people that you knew from the gutters. Even if they were with you during those days and they've now attained certain status, they just want you to know and feel okay that, oh, regardless of the same. Yes, regardless of whatever I have achieved, regardless of wherever I am today, I am still with you. And that is how you can connect with people.
Is that in deeds or in just words?
It is in deeds, which is why they would go and do this and not say it with their mouth. So because of this picture, he's not said anything. He has never said he is humble. He will not say explicitly that he is humble. But because of this picture,
does this not look to you like a staged something?
Whether it is staged or not, whatever he wants to achieve with it is going. Because about if you should pick about 100 people, I can tell you half of those people would portray this picture or would look at this picture and say, oh, this man is humble. He is down to earth. He likes people. He doesn't discriminate. Even without him saying it. Or maybe they seen the other side of him. Even if he's not, this picture can say a lot about him in that aspect.
Okay. Chabo, let's listen to you as well. What do you also think about this photo?
Yeah, obviously it's an ad. It's an advertisement for his image. And I think he has done well when it comes to advertising himself as a guy doing the job, and he knows what he is doing, kind of. I mean, meeting the celebrities is part of it. He's trying to say that he's on the ground doing the job, collaborating with everybody necessary for him to do a good job. So for him to go out and buy Kofi Brookman by himself is the same way. I mean, all the people around him, he will not move alone. He will have assistants, special assistants, like a whole lot of people moving with him. Any of them can go and buy this thing for him. So if he decides to go and buy it himself, obviously he's doing an advert. He's advertising himself, and yes, he's
advertising his humility.
Yes. Yes, that's what it is. And it's working to him to some extent, because people will see the image and say that, oh yeah, this man, he's with the people, he's on the ground, kind of. So it's working for him, but it's nothing by a picture depicting that he's humble. If he's humble or not, people around him, the things that he will do will
expose him.
It will expose him. Whatever that he is,
will tell the true character. Tell his true character.
Yes, okay. Yes. But this is just good for his image and for the police service, because it's like a humble person is leading the police service, and so things will go well, kind of thing. So for me, it's an advert, and well, sometimes it's good to send a message like that, but we can't just take it wholeheartedly, like the comment said. Yeah, sometimes the picture can give you certain kind of impression, but that's not what is on the ground. So yes, I think it's good for him, but that's what it is. I mean, I don't see the implication for the whole, for the general public, like as in we should relax because our IGP is humble. I think his job will say it, but so far so good for him. I think based on the things that he has done and how he tries to bring them out, it is working for him. But those around him will make us know whether he's really doing the job or he's more into
just making he's just having fun. And getting the hype out of it.
For sure.
Well, that is it. Just so you know, you can also share your opinion if you've come across this photo anywhere. We are asking that, what was the first thought that ran through your mind when you also saw the photo of IGP Dr. George Akufu Dampare, who was seen going to buy roasted plantain or coffee brookman or however you would call it in your locality? That's fine. When you go online, the vibe is that, wow, humble man, humble man, humble man. I know something in UK. You see the UK police, those who are always in the car, a couple of your man, they could drive through. I got a McDonald's, any KFC. Then they went to your with that back. So yes, when I saw it, that was also the bar. I'm sure the difference here will be his
rank,
his rank. Yes. I think that's his class, his rank, and how he did it. Of course, the ordinary Ghanaian who even has some boy under him will not do this. So that's Koto a coffee broke my. So yeah, so there is some vibe there like that. But as to how and why this will come out is what Chemo also suggested, that it could be some form of advertisement, whichever way you want it. Now let's clear this as well. I've chanced on a video of AY Poyoo also in Nigeria to do promotion, and fortunately, unfortunately, he went with his goat, and he says so far he's the only Ghanaian artist who has been able to fly his pet to Nigeria for promotion. Just let me address this issue sharply. My goat is my pet like your dog. In the history of Ghana, I'm the first entertainer to fly a pet goat out of the country. It is a big challenge, but AY Poyoo no small. I'm a worldwide recognized artist with over 100k subscribers on YouTube, plus Ghana knows me like the BBC recognized AY Poyoo. My Poyoorians are millions across the globe. Drop your country flag if you are supporting the Poyoorians. And he dropped his country flags, and his country flags are now 2. It means he wants to tell the world that he comes from Ghana and a bit of him from Nigeria as well. So we can watch him, and I'm asking that everybody goes to Nigeria in the name of promotion. Like AY Poyoo is also there in the name of promotion. When our people go there, at least the few ones that we have seen going there in recent times, if I close my mind's eye, I think I can mention Kamido, I can mention Sarkodie, I can mention Olive the Boy, Jackie, Black Sheriff, the rappers, the Yal Talk, and a couple of them. When they go there, do we really see the results in their works? Rich, is there a video that we are watching, or we can start talking whilst you start?
I'm in Lagos and everything is popping, everything is on a country be wild. They like them. Right now I'm in Lekki, Team 1, and I'm just, cruising around. I'm just having 1 or 2 interruptions, and so far so good. Everywhere is nice. All what I see is nice. Man, washers, big things coming, right?
So that was it. He is also around town. So, baby, how do we see the results of our people when they travel to Nigeria to do promotions. And this is AY Poyoo on the street of Nigeria, and all eyes on him. Because yes, just as if you have a dog, the dog will be following you all over. AY Poyoo's goat is also following him, and he's on the street like a normal person, and he's not sitting in Benz and Pajeros and all those cars. He's just on the streets catching crews and catching a vibe. I don't know where's that. Well, it's all good. So this is him. AY Poyoo. Chavo, do you see active results when our people go to Nigeria in the name of promotion? Because now AY is also there. He did not go alone. The last time I checked, some manager could not even go to Nigeria. No, Dubai. Some road manager could not go to Dubai. But AY Poyoo's goat is far gone.
It's international.
Well, it will be difficult to measure the impact or the output of them doing promotions in Nigeria, but we can see what is happening to them when when they were there. As in, were they people talking to them? Was he going to the radio station, TV stations, and all that? And if he's getting that, I think he will get some positives out of that kind of promotion, because the time that you are there, people are watching you, people are listening to you, and that's the immediate result that we can all see. The rest will be the product that you are selling to them, whether they are now happy with it and they want to even get more, or well, okay, we have heard you, that's the end of it. That is the another side of the whole thing. So unless he will come out and say that, yes, after visiting them, I got this, I got that, or after the promotion, this is what I got, it will be difficult. But for me, I think the positive side for them, or the immediate thing that we can measure or see, is when they are on their radios and TVs. If you are there, people will watch. If you are on radio, people will listen. And that's all that you will get. The rest is on you. You have to do your own promotion or push it to wherever you want it to go to. So I'm not surprised that he's doing his job by posting it on his socials that I'm in Nigeria and this is what is happening and all that. I mean, he's doing it himself. One, he can
not wait for anybody.
Yes, he can go with a blogger and the blogger will do that thing, or he will do it himself, or with his team, like whatever way that he thinks is affordable to him and it will give him the impact that he is looking for. He will use it. So for me, yes, I think he will get it. He will get the promotional value, as in people listening or watching him. But whether it will stick, as in people will love the product and want to stay with it, it's another thing. I mean, you can't predict human beings what they want and what they don't want. You can be sure, like that's the way. You can't be sure. You can predict, but you can't be sure. So if your aim is to get them to love your product, to love your song, or to love whatever, then there's a way to promote it to them.
Okay.
If it goes out and they feel it, then you win. If not, come back, re-strategize, or change your product.
And go hard again.
Until they are ready to accept whatever that you are giving to them. So I think it's a good move for him to go there, and let's see the results. As in, if he can make the impact that he's looking for. But
should everybody go? It's one of my questions.
No. Based on the product you have and what you think, whether they will accept it or not. There are some products that there's no need for you to take them, because they may not be relatable, as in them accepting as part of their way of life. So it's not everybody who's supposed to go there. But if you do your research, or if based on the reaction you are getting from the location, if the reaction that you are getting from Nigeria is positive, why not? Then you should make a move. I think maybe he has gotten that kind of vibe that Nigerians, they are in love with your craft and they will support you if you are in there, and that's why he's there. Or sometimes you may even go like, let me go and push it to them and let me see what will happen.
What will happen?
Yes, so maybe he's trying his luck in that angle as well. So it's good for him. I mean, if you want to make an impact, you can't just sit and talk or just complain that you need opportunity to do anything.
You just have to make moves.
Yes, you have to make move for yourself before even others will come and join you. So for me, I think this is a positive move. So let's see the outcome if he get what he was looking for.
Well, I also know that some time ago, AY Poyoo and Shatabando, they became really popular in Nigeria.
Yeah.
I don't know about now. I don't know why he did not take advantage to
time,
go then, but now.
Yeah.
But of course, everybody understands and everybody knows their timing. So maybe for some reasons, that's why he's going there now. But Ro, what do you also think? Are people who go to Nigeria like those times? If AY Poyoo could have gone there, the results, would we have seen something different from him? And I just want to know how it feels like if you are AY Poyoo, you're in Nigeria with your goats running or gallivanting around town in the name of introducing yourself to a new market. Remember when they released AY Poyoo, Shatabando and Ablekuman Analyse, as well as what's his name? Akan. When they released that song Blessing.
Yeah.
That
hip hop track.
That song, it really made them popular.
Well, even before that song, I think AY Poyoo and Shatabando became sensations in Nigeria even before that particular record, because it got to a time. I remember right after COVID, there was even a competition of some Nigerians also trying to emulate what AY Poyoo was doing. It became a competition online.
Oh, really?
A challenge.
The goat challenge.
The goat challenge. There was one guy who was even sending, like, AY Poyoo had "I'm the Goat," and the other guy also did a different version.
I'm the cow.
Yes, in Nigeria, and it's even transcended into other African countries who even wanted to join that particular challenge. So I think it's been long overdue. Well, we can't say much about the timing, because even if the time was right then than now, it still boils down to the person and how willing or how capable he was or is at that time to even go or embark on that journey, because we know traveling is very expensive.
True.
And as much as somebody may have the opportunity or the timing may be right for somebody to make a move, it also comes down to whether the person is ready or capable to even make that move. Yes, because somebody can become a sensation in a different country, which that timing may be so right for the person to make a move there. Yes, and enter. But then, if the person financially or even psychologically is not stable already, there is no way you can force the person to make that move.
Fact.
And I believe that is what happened to AY Poyoo. However, I think it is still not too late. It is still not too late for him to make the move, since he's not retired.
He's there.
Yes, he's not retired from whatever he's doing, and he's still playing the same trade. Yes, who knows, he might get the results that he wants. For people who travel to other jurisdictions to make promo, the thing is, it is not everybody that gets the results. Even Nigerians who travel to Ghana to even make promotions, it is not all of them who get the results
they are looking for.
It is everywhere. So it is not about only Ghanaians traveling to Nigeria and us asking, are they really getting the results? Some would get, some wouldn't get. In every industry, there are people who will just take your money, do anything for you, chop your money, and you are gone, and you may not get the results. In every industry, there are these people there. There are some here in Ghana. There are some there in Nigeria. Everywhere, any other country, there are some there. There are people who if you are not so lucky and you fall into the hands of those people, you might think that, I did not get the results that I wanted when I made that move. But then when you go into details, you realize that they did not get the right people.
Okay.
Because the same Nigeria that some people went and did not get the desired results, somebody like Jackie, Yautog, Black Sheriff, them have been there and have gotten the desired result that they want. Okay. It is Black Sheriff's trip to Nigeria that got him that particular how do we call it, deal with Empire and all that, and all these things are there. Stonebwoy's trip here and there through to Nigeria, his connections is what gave him the Def Jam Africa label connection and all that. So some of these things, yes, if we can't quantify it as in measure the success of all the people who have been there and come back as to whether it was successful or not, because some people's level of success is different from others.
True.
The level of success Stonebwoy got out of those trips is different from what Black Sheriff had, different from what Olive the Boy had, different from what maybe Camido also got. You understand? So yes, if you ask some people, they will tell you, Charlie, we just went there and we did not get whatever we wanted, or maybe to us it's just overhyped. Some people will also tell you, Charlie, we went there and we got the results that we wanted. So we can only wish him the best.
Okay.
We can only wish him the best. But as to whether he said he flew his goat. Well, I
that's
am just,
the real goat.
I'm waiting to see the video
Of what?
of they going through the airport process.
So you want to say what? He used the road?
It's possible.
Hey, kaya Jenny join.
Oh, it's possible. Oh no,
No.
no, but on the road is easier than flight.
On the road
will be easier than flight.
Putting it in a flight.
So why? No, wait. You guys think what? He doesn't have money for the flight?
It is not about money.
No,
So about what?
It is
It's
about the
the-
stress that you are going to
and
go through.
even
About if people fly with animals?
Yes,
airport
people do.
security and all that.
People.
Chemo,
I mean,
forget about airport security. We see people flying with dogs. They have some special things for them.
People do. That's what I'm.
And
That's what I'm
you-
saying. That's
you
what I'm
have
saying.
Money for special cases.
Ha!
That's why I'm saying.
Why don't you have money for
Whether
that?
No,
it is
it
true
will
or
come
not.
at a cost. It will come with a
Yes,
special
he
treatment.
paid.
No,
That
you
is
see.
why he's bragging with it that
No.
note that he's the first artist to fly his pet.
Let me say this. AY Poyoo is an internet sensation.
Eh.
Whatever he does that he would want people to know, he will make sure he gets it and puts it on the internet. That is the reason why he walking on the streets of Lagos, he taped it and has posted it. So if indeed he wants people to believe what he said with this particular statement, he knows very well if it had
please
happened.
check his.
I've checked his page. There is no.
The only one that you see is this
Is this one? I've checked.
So you guys doubt he went by air?
Well, until he says
For
it,
me,
because
I
I
doubt,
know.
yes.
Yes,
Not
me,
that
I
he
also
can't
doubt.
I doubt.
I also doubt
Because-
until I see a video to it
Because
effect.
he would have loved to
Let people see
it,
he and
and
his
he
go
would
through airport.
record a video.
Yes.
In fact, when he was in the car,
But-
he recorded a video that he's holding the.
No, but wait.
in
When
the
you
car.
go with the pet doesn't sit with you at the passenger place. Oh.
Exactly.
You know that?
Yes.
The pet will go to the luggage.
Exactly.
So where are you going to take the photo?
AY Poyoo.
So-
The moment you get to security, they will own the pet, the animal.
AY
You don't see
Poyoo
it again.
literally
Good.
lives his life on the internet.
So videoing what
Sorry.
was happening in that process would have saved him.
Would-
from
exactly.
Anybody even doubt.
Who would want to doubt?
Doubt.
And even AY Poyoo at the airport with the goats, because after getting through immigration,
And the sure that video is not there. At least I saw something like that.
I have not seen any video like that.
Me,
The only
I've not
video that I've
seen
seen is him on the streets of Lagos, walking with the goats. That is the only video that I've seen to that effect. But to what this particular statement, AY Poyoo is somebody who loves to trend and would definitely take a video with him and the goat even at
At the
Kotoka
airport.
International
Yeah.
Airport without even before going through the necessary immigration checks. Like Anka Terminal 3 or entrance na and photo even before going to check-in, because after when you start the check-in process, that is when you would have to relieve the goat to the pet to the necessary authorities for them to deal with those documentations. But then AY Poyoo, as we know, did not give us footages of that, so we would wish that it wouldn't be just in writing. Let us see, because whatever he wants us to see, in coloring his goat, bathing his goat, doing whatever with the goat, he always put them on video. So what is the difference? Because this one is a much bigger news than you bathing your goat. This one is a much bigger news than you walking on the streets of Lagos with your goat. So if indeed he wants us to believe this particular statement, then he should get us the tape to it.
Well, why? That is what your people are saying. Oh. They are saying don't brag that you flew your goat to Nigeria. Mukofa from what
Yeah, Togo, Benin.
They want to say, hey, but when I say son of fire, that is what you guys want to say. So
I think it will be easy for him to go through the border because he's popular. People will not harass him like that.
Yeah.
Sure. Those people.
Yeah.
No, but
go and ask Wodemaya.
They don't know Wodemaya in that sense.
But
Wodemaya is popular, but not in that sense. I mean, I can bet that AY Poyoo is popular than Wodemaya in Ghana.
okay.
Yeah.
It's now that Wodemaya is even giving more of himself in Ghana here. People didn't know him like that. So for me, if they are going through the border, I'm sure that people will know AY Poyoo at the border more than Wodemaya. So you can't use Wodemaya to do this.
Well, it's all good. Edem has also been talking, and Edem has been talking about the fact that Ghana's media has been doing some selective justice. According to him, even if you are an artist and you move out there and you are doing your stuff and you meet another media house who they are supposed to give equal reportage on you as an artist, the moment they meet someone who is relatively bigger than you are messed. They are never going to deal with you. They are only going to deal with the bigger one. He narrated a story about him and Stonebwoy at the Grammys, and he actually put it to Berla, Mundi that yes, people are like that. People are very selective when it comes to how you do your things. Because we are all media people, all of us in this studio, because we are media people and we also understand a bit of what Edem is saying. I want to ask them, my people here, that is Edem's observation true? Is Edem's observation true? That's number one. And if it is true, is there a solution to it, or is it going to be like this as much as news and media are concerned? Let's watch it. When I come back, we open up the conversation. Rapper Edem has been talking.
A lot of the things you're doing, and that wasn't happening. How did you address that?
No, I'm not expecting the media to blow up because I don't think that I have to be that.
So you expected the media to blow up a lot of the things you're doing, and that wasn't happening. How did you address that?
No, I'm not expecting the media to blow up because I don't think that I have to be that entitled.
Okay.
Because it's a business and you have to be strategic. And one of the things I had a reservation on, which my team raised to me, has to do with you. So when LA and you reach out to me that you wanted access to an event, right? And then I'm like, let me pull the call through, let the people get you in.
Yeah.
And then my team calls me from Ghana and say, Edem, you told us this, but when Berla came, she didn't make news article on you on TV3, but she made it on another Ghanaian artist. And I'm like, I love my sister, but I'm sure it didn't even cross her mind that I gave the access, but when it came to highlighting, she didn't highlight me.
I mean, but did you explain to them that, to be fair, there was even supposed to be an interview with you, and that didn't happen as well?
No, I just told them that I'll have a conversation with you because the kind of relationship we have, it's not about pettiness. You know, it's about being practical. And so I am saying that I was walking in the Grammy, and I don't want to mention names. Where's Cody, the guy who shot the Genius for Kanye West, said, guys, I want to go to Ghana. And the Nigerian quickly said, no, don't go to Ghana. That's not the heart of the music. Come to Nigeria. And I can bet my life that a Ghanaian will not do the same in the situation. If he heard somebody saying, I want to go to Nigeria, he won't say, come to Ghana.
What did you say to him?
No, I wasn't part of the conversation.
Oh, you weren't? Okay.
But I'm saying that a Ghanaian might probably say, oh, go to Nigeria. Sagana phone that and
I don't think so.
no, I mean this is something.
So.
No, this is something very cultural and embedded in our DNA. That's not to say everybody, but a lot of the times we foster and validate foreign things compared to who we are. Because today, if we were to tell somebody 3 years ago that you will be on Global Citizen, I can tell you that 9 out of every 10 people will say, "Who is Berla?" That is who we are, and it runs through our DNA, not because we are deliberate about it, but because we are social people and not capital people. What do I mean by that? Over here, because we are social, we exchange help. When you travel outside, because they are capital, they exchange money and value.
Yeah.
So in Ghana, somebody say, "You know what? Every time I've been helping you, but when it was your birthday, you didn't invite me. I'm not supposed to invite you because you've been helping me. But that is who we are all. Oh, she's so nice to me, I think I should give her a job." That shouldn't be the reason you give somebody a job.
Yeah.
You give somebody a job because they will be capable of delivering.
it.
But you travel across the globe, it's value. So, oh, I want to give you a job because if I give you $10 and you work in my company, you make me earn 20. And so...
Yeah.
And so over here, we exchange more emotions and sentiments. And so if I pay Berla to do PR for me, and I also get value for the PR, we have a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
But if I think that Berla is my friend so much, she has to talk about me, then I harbor sentiments. And I think we have to move from being very social people to a group of people who exchange value. Charlie, I need you to come and do this. I'm paying you for it. Even if you cannot pay, let's sign a contract because you came through for me. When I also need you, you're going to come.
All right, so that was Edem in this interview with TV3. Berla Mundi was the host. And once again, I'm asking that, is Edem's observation true? And could there be a change, or whether we cry blood, sweat, and whatever, it is still going to be the same? Let me start this with Intimdo Solomon Chamo.
Okay, I think there's a little twist to the whole thing when you consider Edem and Berla's incidents or what happened between them. But if you take it in general, if I go to a show or if I'm part of an event and I have to report about some people there, I'll focus on those who will bring me money, who will bring me the news. So yes, it happens, but you can't do anything about it. It's about the money, it's about business. So if I go to any show, my focus will be on issues that will bring me eyeballs to bring me money. So if the artist, let's say I will go there and there are 10 artists there, but only one artist can give me the eyeballs that I'm looking for. Mama, that's what will happen. That is the general thing. So if Edem was not happy about maybe that thing happening because you have to give everybody there a coverage, then I'm sorry, he will always be disappointed. It won't happen like that. But he has a case in this one because he facilitated Berla getting there. So it's like he has paid you by doing you that favor. And he didn't do it because you are Berla, you are his sister as he wants to put it. No. He was thinking that if I can facilitate for her to get here, she will do something for me. I think that was his thinking. In fact, for him to even bring it at the show is because of that. I did you a favor, but you couldn't return it at the time that I thought I also need you. I also need that favor from you. So for that one, he has a case, but he can't push it that much because he wasn't explicit. So it's about what he said. We are just exchanging emotions and acquaintances, and I know you, so do me a favor kind of thing. That's not business. At the time that you were facilitating it, tell her that I'm doing this for you. I'm hoping that you will write an article about what will happen here about me. You should be clear on that thing. And if you are not, it's 50-50. She can decide to do it or not. And I bet you, any Edem will not facilitate or do her that favor again. He will not. And it's because I didn't see anything from doing you a favor that I thought you could have easily replicate or reciprocate whatever I did for you. You could have done it. You could have reciprocated by doing, even if you have to do article about the main guy that you think will fetch you the money. Because of the favor that I did, you can also push me somewhere. So for him and then the Berla thing, I think he has a case. But if you have to generalize it, then he's right by saying that now let's do business. If you are doing somebody a favor, tell him that this is why I'm doing you the favor, or I will pay you for you to do this for me. That's the business part of it. But if you are doing it and thinking or hoping that the person will reciprocate it, then that one don't put your hopes on it, because you may not get what you are looking for. And we have people who will do you by force favor, and they hope that you reciprocate it.
they wait for the return.
Yes, whether you want it or not, they have done you a favor. You to do something for me, and then they will come and cry that this guy, I did this for him, I did that for him, but he's not minding me. Like they are doing to some of our artists, their fan bases. Some of them will go their way to promote or do whatever support that they want to do they want to give to the artists, and then later they'll come. Even when you do things for them, they don't appreciate it. When you even post their videos, they don't retweet or say, "Okay, I said post in the video." He didn't say it. You did it. So do it from your heart, and whatever that you think satisfaction you get from doing that, do it. Don't expect them to do it. If they think that what you are doing is right or they feel it, then they will do it without you even asking.
Okay.
So for the bloggers and others who will post or write an article about an artist and then later come and complain that even when you write a post about them, they don't come and repost or retweet. They didn't tell you to post it. So don't expect that thing from them. If they do it, it's positive for you. In fact, if they do it, be happy that your work is so powerful that it has pushed them or get them to act.
Yeah.
By you asking them to post it, it's not valuable like that, because it's like now they're wired there. Let me go and just do it. It's not like it has pushed them to do something about it. So me, I will tell all the people in this space that if you want somebody to do you a particular favor or thing, be explicit.
Be straight.
Be straight, especially when you want to exchange favors but no money. You have to be explicit, or forget about that. Just hope for the best. If you don't get it, fine. If you get it, it's okay. That's what it is. So generally, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. You go for the things that you think will bring the cash. But if we go the moral side and what Edem did, I think Berla didn't do well when you consider their issue.
Well, interesting observation. Yes, Ro.
That's I agree with them, Edem. I agree with Edem to some extent, but I am also shocked as to why he was just going round in circles with the point he wanted to make.
What really do you consider as going round in circles?
So he was just going round in circles in this sense. He did a favor to Berla Mundi and was expecting Berla Mundi to do the needful, that is reciprocating that particular favor. Even though he wasn't explicit, indirectly he was expecting it, and it didn't happen. So he wanted to put it straight to Berla Mundi and all the media guys who probably might have received some of these favors from artists. to say that yes, you guys complain that when you do things for us, we don't reciprocate. But here is a clear instance of me helping you to do something else, helping you to get to a certain platform, and you going way above me to do something else that's to somebody that you were supposed to even do it for me. And he was just going round in circles like that. Tell the person, Charlie, this thing that you did, but in being
maybe he wanted to handle it diplomatically.
Yes, he just wanted to be diplomatic about it. But is that the message actually go? I doubt. I doubt, because I tell you, if that opportunity should present itself again, and he also goes to do that same act, Berla Mundi will repeat that same gesture. Because whatever you said here, she did not get it. That is why
Berla Mundi will get it. What do you
No, she will get it, but that is why
Berla Mundi is a smart girl.
You see, she is very smart.
She'll get it. She'll get it.
She is very smart, and she wouldn't also want to look ungrateful in the eyes of whoever is watching this particular tape. That's why she also came back to rebut, to say that I hope you also told the people that came to complain that there was supposed to be an interview which didn't happen. So for her to have said that, then it means that the interview didn't happen because of you. That's what she meant. That there was an interview that's supposed to happen. Whoever makes this statement means that she was ready, but you were not ready. So aside the other one, tell them that there was supposed to be an interview so that she wouldn't look ungrateful. So yes, she was rather, you were looking at her doing publications about your presence at the Grammys. She was also looking at you from the interview point of, and not that particular angle, because in reporting she had different she had made different demarcations for different people. There are some people, yes, there are people that she would want to report the interview that she's had with them. There are people that she would want to report their presence at a certain area, and the people that she wanted to report their presence at certain areas, unfortunately you were not part. The slot that she gave you was the interview session, and you missed it. So to her, you can't come and blame her that she did not talk about you, because she wanted to talk about you in that sense. So
I missed that.
you missed it. So it gives me the impression that because Edem wasn't explicit even from the onset about his demands, and now even in his complaint he is still being diplomatic. Berla Mundi, if she's given the chance, she would do the same thing again. That one day I can say it for a fact, because of her response to what Edem was saying. Because if she was someone, she would have went straight to apologize. Oh, sorry, that's all. But because she also didn't want to look ungrateful, and also wanted you to know that yes, it is not as you see it. Because to me, as much as you gave me the opportunity, it is also work for me, and I had made different stuff for different times. So probably yours missed, and you can't blame me. That's what Berla Mundi is saying. But with the examples that Edem was making as to comparing an average Ghanaian to someone else, that he made an example that there was a conversation that somebody said, I wanted to go to Ghana, and a Nigerian said, no, don't go to Ghana, go to Nigeria. If it were to be a Ghanaian wouldn't have done that. At least some of these things we should stop saying it.
A Ghanaian wouldn't have done what?
Wouldn't have said, oh, don't go to Nigeria, come to Ghana. Because the person said he would love to visit Ghana. And in that conversation, a Nigerian was there. And the Nigerian said, oh, don't go to Ghana, come to Nigeria. And then them is saying, if it had been a Ghanaian wouldn't have made that statement. I think it's about time we stop saying these things. Because if we should open it up, generalize it, yes, there are some Nigerians who also wouldn't. It is everywhere. Let's not belittle ourselves and think that every Ghanaian is timid.
Yeah.
Because if I should pull Edem here, he will not tell you he's an average Ghanaian.
Yeah.
And he can find himself in that same position. There are Nigerians who are also timid. There are other nationals who are also timid in that same light. So yes, if a Ghanaian probably who is timid gets himself in that situation and wouldn't say, it doesn't mean that every Ghanaian who finds himself in that position wouldn't say, because as far as I am concerned, wherever Edem goes, he preaches Ghana. Wherever Edem steps foot, he preaches Ghana. So does that mean that I can also make this statement against him and say, oh, if Edem, because he's also a Ghanaian, if he had found himself in that conversation, because Berla asked him, so what did you say? And he said, oh, I wasn't present. I wasn't present. So if you were present, would you have also said that thing? No. So if you wouldn't say it, let's not generalize it and think, oh, all Ghanaians are so, all Ghanaians are this, all Ghanaians are that. But me, if he does something for someone else and he wants the person to repay the favor, he should just be explicit about it. Because like he said, Ghanaians will do something for you and be expecting it without you knowing. And that is the same thing that he did.
Okay.
That is the same thing that he did. He wasn't explicit from the onset. And you see the Mundi act of her getting favor from Edem in getting that opportunity, and her coming to report another person.
Yeah.
I would love to go back to a certain conversation, but I mentioned them.
Riches, I want to know.
the Derek Manu conversation. You see, when Derek Manu made that statement,
Derek Manu apologized for saying that thing.
Yeah.
So
that's why I'm being careful. That's why I'm being careful. So I am not coming to say what Derek Manu said was right, but I want to say that as much as it may sound nonsensical or it may sound stupid, unfortunately there are some people who even have these perceptions even to the high ranks. Because as far as I'm concerned, Edem is not a small artist. Stoneboy is also a big artist like Edem. They found themselves in the same position at the same place, yet a top dog like Mundi decided to report on Stoneboy that even Edem, who facilitated her getting there. You understand? So yes, he may probably not like the Derek Manu's approach of he saying some of these things, but to me, I want him to understand that it is not only to the people that he doesn't regard, but some of these mindsets even goes through into the higher ranks of how people would want to see things. So sometimes we should learn how we lash people, because when Derek Manu said this thing, they lashed him. That's why I was also.
So are you by any means also saying Derek Manu still gave him hype for the Grammy more than the TV3?
Of course, if by that measure, then he did. Because Derek Manu mentioned him, TV3 didn't mention him.
Okay, let's leave it there like that. Anyway, this is still Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV, running a 3-man squad today in Team Dodo, Solomon Chemo and Roland Amate. And about 3 topics gone down. I want you to also add your opinion to it whilst we zoom in to do the very last ones briefly before we run away from here. First, I want us to do Kelly, Chemo's favorite man. Kelly Nilante. Oh, this man also loves him much. Sarah. Yes, Fidelis Osara also loves Kelly for some reasons. Now, Kelly has been ranting on his Facebook timeline as usual. For the past years, he has been doing that, and he's getting recognized for that, whether he take it or leave it. Kelly is getting recognized for those rants on his Facebook timeline, and today he's giving us some 2 topics for us to add for a discussion. Richie, let's see what our man is saying. First, he says the heavily rich industries in Ghana are: number 1, agriculture, over $500 billion; financial, over $200 billion; mining, over $200 billion; tech, in this case we are talking about Apple Music, Spotify, Facebook, and others. They are also around $150 billion. I can go on and on. He asked that. Yet celebrities in Ghana are saying without alcohol to influence society, they can't work. The whole of Ghana should come to an end because FDA says no to alcohol endorsement. Meanwhile, all we need to do is push for binding creative arts investment policies from top industries. This is how Kelly started the conversation. It did not end there. He brought us another one, and I'm sure my producer will get that one as well. So we put the two together, we discussed them passionately, and we move on to.
It was a follow-up to this one.
It was a follow-up to this one, exactly.
Yeah.
It says, you give your music to Apple Music, Spotify, etc. They stream, take their commission, and make millions of your work. Underline this. They stream, take your commission, and make millions of your work. They use some to sponsor other artists in other countries and ignore you. They use some to sponsor other artists in other countries and ignore you. That one you go to court. You won't advocate. Rather, you go chasing alcohol endorsement to influence children. Some J celebrities seem to have misplaced priority about their brand equity. So some GA celebrities seem to have misplaced priority about their brand equity. And I know when Kelly writes like this, in my element, I can give you better breakdown. When Kelly writes like this, I'm sure when he said Spotify is using some of your money to sponsor other artists in other countries, I said the video. When the Barcelonas and co are playing, you will see Spotify advertising the video on the field. And I said,
wait, whose money? With Kelly's and his people's money?
No, with our artist money. A portion of our artist money.
A portion of our artist
yes,
money?
Their percentage. They take their money.
The Spotify percentage or the artist percentage?
No, the Spotify percentage that they had, they more took from us.
They worked for it. They have a platform.
Chamo, I know you and Kelly, you always have different opinions. What do you think about what do you think about what your brother Kelly is saying in these posts?
I think I don't know. He says things in a way that from the onset or when you hear it at first, it sounds so nice and legit. But when you just
analyze it,
or when you go deeper a bit, analyze it, then you see that no, what he's saying is either he's intentionally deceiving or misleading people, or he's not really on top of the issue, like what he's talking about. Yes, I mean all the two things that he said from the beginning. He gave economic value of certain industry. Economic value. He didn't tell us how they make money from that industry for them to be what it is. And then he got to our celebrities and then said that why should we allow you to influence kids? That is a moral argument. It's not economic.
Okay.
So why would you start by giving economic values of certain industries and then get to the main issue, and now you are only arguing about morals? So is he thinking that the other industries, there are certain things that they are doing that will not influence kids in a bad way? Is that what he is saying? Or for them, it's okay for them to do that, but for celebrities, it shouldn't be allowed? Come on. What kind of argument is that? It's so different, like you can't even put it together and argue in any way
and make sense out of it.
Yes, because the first portion you said this industry are making this industry. Let's take mining for example. He mentioned mining pollutes our water, our people our people, some of our people in the villages, they drink from this water. They give birth, and their children have dysfunctional parts. They are deformed from birth, and it's coming from some of these mining activities because of the chemicals that they use. So you think that's okay, or you don't even know how it even works. That's the point I'm making. It's either he's not on top of the issues, or he's just trying to mislead people. For you to even go that direction, because when we go deeper, agriculture, for instance, we have a lot of reports that some agricultural areas, they use child labor, they use kids for the farm and whatever. Is that one okay? They don't let them go to school. They use them in the farm, whatever that they do, and then in fact some even go and buy some kits for, and then they use them for fishing. Yeah,
human trade more or less.
Yes, fishing people, folks. Sometimes they have to raid and then take the kits from them, and it's part of agriculture. And you think that one is okay? It's either you are not on top of the issue, you don't know really what is happening in the industry that you are even mentioning, or you just want to ignore and mislead people. You forgot all these things, because if I come out and I also say agriculture people are maybe demonstrating against some measures that they are not happy with, and then I come out and say that you are demonstrating that you won't get this, and you are crying about it, meanwhile you use case for your job and whatever. Do you think it will make sense, or it will be a fair argument? No, because in every industry there are certain issues. So if it's not just about the issue, but we are talking about the economic value, you don't mix the two. You should rather be doing moral argument about agriculture, mining, and others before you can do moral argument about celebrities influencing kids. And if you think it's bad, then we go in there, but you can't give economic value of other industries and then come out and do moral argument about celebrities. It's wrong, and I think he should be on top of issues to talk about it. Then let's come to the second part of it. That one is even shameful. That one is shameful. Why?
Which one?
The streaming part is shameful. What? Why? You have said it clearly that the streaming platform makes money from the service that they give to the celebrities or the artists. Based on that, they will get their commission. Then they will use their commission to do whatever they want.
They want to use it to do.
Then you are complaining that people shouldn't allow them to use it for whatever that they want to use it for. Is he okay? Because if I take him and the job that he does, after him getting his money and then dashing some to maybe his girlfriends or whoever, people should demonstrate against him for giving his money to other people. Can he? Is he thinking? Is he really thinking? Like the Spotify or whatever platform, they have entered a contract with you. This is how much came. We are going to give you this. We are taking this. And then you are telling them that you are part of the commission that you have gotten. Don't use it to sponsor Davido. Use it to sponsor Sarkodie, or use it to sponsor Stoneboy. Come on, are you really thinking that you have to tell them how they should use their money? Why don't you just advise the artists to pull out of that platform and see whether they will survive?
They'll survive.
Come on, he is not advising to help any artist. He is not advising to help any artist. In fact, he is advising for artists to go hungry. All the artists will go hungry if they try that. In fact, Spotify will not blink to take them off their platforms. And they can. You are not even giving alternative where they should put their music to make more money or good money.
You're not showing them.
You are not showing them any alternative, but you are telling them to go out and advocate and take Spotify or whoever to court. It's not a good advice. I will plead with all the celebrities. If you go with Kelly Nilante on this, you will go hungry because he doesn't know what he's talking about or he's just misleading people. And I think we shouldn't be pampering him or supporting him to go that direction.
Pampering board. I remember how Mr. Logic used to say this about judgment board. I mean, this is not a pampering board. This is a judgment board. We are not here to pamper you. Yeah. Ru, let me also get you. What do you think about Kelly Nilante's opinion? Chemo has given us another angle to what Kelly has been posting about.
Let me start from bottom to top. With the streaming bit that he said, you see, before you call for renegotiation, you would have to have a leverage.
Renegotiation with who?
With the platforms that he mentioned. If Ghanaian artists want to go for a renegotiation with these platforms to say, oh, it is about time we think you increase whatever we get on your platform, then you need to go with some form of leverage, some form of groundbreaking, huge leverage for them to know that if they don't heed to whatever your demands are and you pull out, their platform is going down. Like Spotify, the last time they did the Afrobeat profiling, they gave statistics as to the effect of Afrobeat on the Spotify platform. So showed the pioneers of Afrobeat or the top people who have crazy numbers holding the Afrobeat genre say that, okay, now we want to go for renegotiation. They would have some form of leverage now to even start that conversation, not to even get what they are demanding, but to start the conversation. If he would want our people to start such conversation here, I would love for us to start such conversation. But again, you would have to be realistic. Ask yourself, what leverage do you have? In fact, Ghanaian artists, yes, we may be good, talented, whatever, but you see that leverage of us calling Spotify out, calling YouTube out, calling Apple Music out. We want an increment in whatever we are getting. We don't have that leverage.
And what does it take to have?
Okay, this is what it takes to have. On an average, if in West Africa they count on their system and 10 or 20 of West African artists or African artists with the topmost numbers are coming from this side, those people can wake up and say, yes, we want a renegotiation, and it can happen.
Oh yeah,
exactly. So if we go through or we scan through and we don't have those numbers, then we obviously can't call for a renegotiation. It's just like somebody who is a least contributor to your platform calling for an increment of salary. That's how it feels like.
And then
of course. It's just like somebody who is a less contributor, like yeah, it's an add-on. Let's add on so that you can also get something. Then you wake up tomorrow and he says, Charlie, I want an increment. You question why Spotify would get their profit and would want to sponsor the video. It's because on an average, the video pumps over $500,000 to $1 million on their platform to advertise his product. And I think if they have money, they will not give it to him and encourage him to pump more into it. Okay. How many of our artists in this space pump close to $1 million on these platforms that he's mentioned for promotion.
$1 million now. Thousand.
No, me, I mean, he wants us to go.
Roland is going hard.
Yes, he wants us to go to, because Chemo, that conversation, you don't start with $1,000, $2,000.
But how many of artists do you have?
So if we don't, let's not rush ourselves to start this conversation, because that's what I'm saying. That leverage, we don't have it. If annually we are able to calculate, okay, on an annual base, Ghanaian artists, when we calculated even the whole Ghana, we realized that we've been able to do over $10 billion of promotion, worth of promotion on these platforms. We can start such a conversation. But between me and you,
even subscribers.
Exactly.
I can guess that you will not get 2,000 subscribers on Spotify. Paying for Spotify.
Premium.
Yeah. You will not get even 2,000
between me
for Spotify.
Between me
they
and
will
you.
go to Audiomack.
Between me and you, annually, are we going to get Ghanaian artists a total collation of their promotional budget close to even $10 million from Ghana alone?
$10 million.
$10 million annual.
Yes,
Yebenya. Are we going to get? I'm not talking about just 3-4 artists. I'm talking about the whole Ghanaian artists, both the known, the A list, B list, C list, to Z.
Now saying
annually. Yakiko musika nyina bomo mudi promotion online. Are we going to get $10 million?
If we are close to that.
Close to that, exactly. But some people are doing more than that. And those people will not feel, they wouldn't even blink to invest in those people, because they know to whom much is given, much is expected. And in business, you put your money where your mouth is.
Okay.
They know on an average, even without sponsoring the video, the video is spending over $1 million in worth of promotion on their platform. So if we should give him 500,000, pushing him with $500,000, the guy can pump over 2 million back, and that is business. So if we don't have that leverage to do those business, I believe we should limit it. And the list that he made, the industries, that's the moral form of thinking. You see, if we should break down, even some of the fertilizers that are being blocked from coming into the agriculture sector, the people in the agriculture sector demonstrate even to the government to get those kind of fertilizers in there. Meanwhile, to the government's best of knowledge, it is not even good for our crops. Yet, because they can also raise monies like the ones that he is quoting, they will fight and fight and fight and fight and fight until the government brings those things in. So every industry has their good side and their bad side. That is why even with this water, as much as it is saving life, they will even give you directive as to even how to dispose this, because they know if they don't do it, the life that they want to save, they probably might not do it. So let's not use morals to come and attack to our business thinking. That's what he's doing. For his point there, I would wish we will consider them, but the leverage of us, the leverage that we will use to go and sit on that table there, we no reach it.
Anyways, thank you so much. I know Chemo there, he loves Kelly, so anytime Kelly is in the news, Chemo has a way of breaking all his holds. Chemo will break his code like that. Let's try to do the last one in just about 3 minutes, and let's close because we are just 3. We can do this. We have all been following Strongman and Kwaku Smoke's beef. If not fully, partially. If we are not even following fully, I'm sure we are following it partially. And I know it has been give and take as it stands now. The last time someone released a song in that beef was Kwaku Smoke. And we are waiting for Strongman to respond to it, because that particular song was also punchy. That song was really, really punchy, because even if you check the art cover where Muhammad Ali had knock down someone flat.
You deaf or you come back.
You deaf or you come back, of course. And he's telling us that in the beef, he is in a comfortable lead. That is what Kwaku Smoke is saying. Now, the angle I want us to look at
the last time somebody said I'm in a comfortable lead, it didn't end well.
Sergeant Lee. Sergeant Lee, touching the chatty. Okay, so one conversation that has been out there is the fact that many people think Kwaku Smoke and Strongman's beef is really, really dirty. That is what many people are thinking. So because of that, they are even condemning it, and that they are saying, oh, by you, beef kakrambe na mo ye mo na mo ma me na me yere na me girlfriend na me ba. They think, you know, that is not the way. So I sit here asking myself, I've actually had my share already on the editorial earlier today, but I want to pass on the baton to my people to also share a view or two on this. And the question is that if a beef is dirty, should we be bothered? Like we all agree that these two guys are going at each other in what we call this song's release, aka beef in the culture. Should we be bothered because someone is giving it to someone in a beef? Bro, we are closing.
Yeah. If you want to look at it from with the moral spectacles, definitely you will be bothered.
In the moral spectacle?
Yes. You will definitely be bothered. However, if you would also want to look at it from the street level without any moral feelings attached to it, you will not be bothered. Besides, for us to get to where we are now, it means both people understand the assignment. They know what they are about, which is why when one person punched, the other person came in hard. Somebody would come and reply, not because they want you to continue. That's what I want people to understand. Nobody will come and reply to your beef because they want you to continue. They want you to stop. So they will not.
I mean, some people can argue that the person is also urging you on. Okay, what they are about, they are right.
But you see, the indirectly they want you to stop, which is why they will not come soft. That's what I mean.
Okay.
So they will say things that you yourself, when you hear it,
things that will weaken you.
Yes, indirectly they are telling you to stop. But swording and social media trolls until you will not stop, and you come and they will ask you, sir. That is why there are some people like Amrado like this. The moment he goes 1, 2, and he realizes, the rate at which this thing is going, probably I may not like the outcome. Quickly, then he will withdraw. So as a time that you expect Amrado to come and reply, he's gone. There are certain people like that. Everybody has their own way of entering into the beef. Some people, you will not see them coming, like Sarkodie. You punch him and he will just be looking at you. The time you least expected him, that's when you will see him come. If people would want to condemn this, then I would say yes, because their moral standards is so high and they are looking at it from the moral spectacles. Else, I will left to me alone, I will say let's leave them, because both of them understands the assignment. Where they've gotten to, if one person doesn't understand the assignment, one person would stop. And for strong man to go that direction, then it means that he is also ready for it. He is ready for it and he is ready to go all out. So for somebody who is ready to go all out, I won't stop him, because whatever Kwaku Smoke said to him is also not a child's play.
Okay.
So yes, you can only advise Kwaku Smoke to probably stop. But for strong man receiving it, who is hurt, I feel it will be unfair for us to maybe cage him for not letting him to say whatever he also wants to say. So we should allow them. Let them do whatever they want to do. Whoever would take a knife to a gunfight and get their ass hooked, it's up to them. But since they both understand the assignment and would want to do it, fine. Let's see the end of it.
Okay. Chabu, we are closing. Yes.
Yeah, simple. I think there are two sides to it. I mean, first of all, I don't think there should be any measure to measure who is morally right or how they should go about it. I mean, if this is the way they want to go, fine, they should do it. But what will push people in that direction, from my observation, is when they don't have a crafty way to come out in a way that people will praise them. Then they have to go direct and do the insult. And people who are complaining, they are not just complaining about the insult. The complaint, I think, is coming from the angle that there's no skill to it. There's nothing nice about just insulting somebody. Make it, you can insult the person, but let us see your craft even in your insult. Say it in a way that it will be entertaining, and at the same time it will hurt the person that you are beefing with.
Okay.
That's what people are looking out for. But if you go direct, your mother this, your father this, your child this, come on. There's nothing crafty about it. What is the talent in just insulting somebody with a beat? It's not talented or whatever. Like, what is it?
But it is part of it, Chamo. It is.
Yes.
It is a beef.
That's why I'm saying.
And the beef is supposed to punch.
Yes.
So if you give me the beat, I'm supposed to put something on it that will punch you.
Yes. And if you do it direct, me, I can do it. You are not a musician. If you do it the way that me, I can.
No, but they do it with style.
Yes. So that's where I'm going. They do it with style. But your style should be impressive. People are not impressed. That's why they are saying that it's just an insult.
For both of them, so far?
For both of them to some extent. But I think Strongman has done better than him. Because certain things that Strongman said is trending. But in the case of Kwaku,
like Sancho with CR.
Yes, is trending. And even beside that one, the Dr. Amuzu one is also trending.
Free adverts.
You see, so it makes him more talented than when you just insult the person and people don't even see the funny thing in it. It's like he's just insulting him. That's it. And that one, give me beat, I can do it. So if you go there in a way that even somebody outside can just do same because it's just an insult, people will then complain about it. Because the Sancho thing and even the Dr. Amuzu thing, but the way he did it, like, that's what we are talking about.
Sancho with CR7 ego.
That's like, do something, give some imagery, like, let people think about it. Say, punching because of this. Because Sancho, no, you are not as good as CR. So if you have his ego, it won't help you. Like that kind of thing. Dr. Amuzu there, no, or say, oh, go Dr. Amuzu. On can't you? And I say, oh, go Dr. Amuzu. By Dr. Amuzu advert to be a young beer, or say, oh, yeah, Cotier doctor.
Yeah, those who are impotent cannot last long.
Come and Dr. Amuzu heal you.
Yes. So he didn't go direct, but he's insulting you. If you don't do it like that, then people will complain about you just insulting. It's not really about the morals, because those who are doing that, those who are complaining, they even do more than that.
Yeah.
So it's the crafty, the way that they will feel that you are talented, you are giving something exciting. It's not coming. That's why they are complaining in that way. And the way things are going, I feel that Strongman should stop. Not, I'm saying that he should stop, not because he can't face him, but it's like then it will be an insult that me cry can do it. Because
me cry can do how? I don't know.
As in, he will go direct in a way that if you give me the same beat, I can also do direct. And
but are we also agreeing that Strongman has also been dirty same way?
Yeah, of course. And I'm saying that he should stop because of that. Because it's like he wants to match him.
Okay.
Boot for boot. It's like, okay, if there's the direction, now I'm coming there too. That's why I'm saying that Strongman should stop. Because if you don't go his direction, you will feel like you are losing. People may be happy about the result that you are giving them if you don't go his direction. But you personally, you feel like you are losing because you also want to go dirty and do same. But that will also hurt your brand or reputation.
To cost you.
Yes, so me, I will advise him, if that's the direction, he should stop. But if he can ignore his direct insult and still do his thing, give some angles, images for us to connect and see the insult, then he should just give it to him. But if he is going to go the same direction, he should stop.
But so far, who is leading for you?
For me, I mean, a strong man is far better than him.
I see.
And yes, and the reason is simple. Based on what they have done, or from the beginning, strong man's punches are trending. His is not. Again, strong man's release will just instant, it will be on the trending list. His own or not, or it's not. So based on that, strong man's number is far ahead of him. Like any angle that you pick, strong man is ahead. So the guy just came in to get some numbers, and I think it's working for him. But so far, what they have done, strong man is far ahead of him. I wish that he will give a punch line that will trend. That's where we can measure. If none of his punch line is trending, I have not seen even one. By strong man's punch line, not even one. About 2, 3 will be trending at the same time. So it's a one-way thing.
Who is leading for you? Who is leading for you?
Well, I also think strongman is doing something right.
What is the story of Sancho and CR7? What is the story?
So Sancho is a football player who is at Manchester United now. So who was bought with a heavy fee. So I think the contemplation was between him and Kudus, and they opted for him. And Kudus yes, and Kudus had to go to Arsenal. Now,
what does it mean? Kudus was expensive than him?
No, he was more expensive than Kudus. But in terms of delivery on field, the delivery that Sancho is giving to the price that he was bought there, if you divide the price by 10, he still doesn't deserve the price that he was bought with.
So when he said
Sancho with CR7
what's the
I think that's not the answer.
CR7 is a player who is huge.
No.
I think
it is Sancho Awasano. You have a CR7.
No. Cristiano Ronaldo will play and come with a certain attitude. Like Cristiano Ronaldo can say that, okay, I won't come to training tomorrow, but you have to feel me in the game.
And Sancho's performance.
And so if you are not as good as Cristiano Ronaldo, you can't call for same. Like Cristiano Ronaldo will sleep, will not come for training, but we will put him in the game. So if you are Sancho and you sleep, nobody will feel you. Like you will not be part of the team. So don't come with Cristiano Ronaldo's attitude when you are not as good as him. So if you compare, it's like you are not a talented rapper, but you are giving an attitude as if you are. Like maybe in fact, if you want to go down,
like you are not a star.
In fact, if you want to go down, it's like you are not even a musician. That is the money that you are making. It's not coming from music. But you are giving an attitude as if you are a musician. Meanwhile, fraud money now winner. Like when you want to go deep, it's like you are doing fraud to make your money, but you are putting an attitude as if you are a musician. That's the punch. So he is punching you in a way that you can pick so many angles and it will have a meaning, and at the same time it's an insulting thing. Like you Kwaku Smoke, we all know that you are a musician, but Strongman is telling her that hey, it's just an attitude. You are not a musician, you are a fraudster. Like you are a scammer, you are not a musician. And so don't bring that attitude. I think that's the angle.
Let's end it here. I think it has been very exciting, very fruitful. Information delivery on point, flow very succinct. And on this note, I want to say special thanks to my 2 panel members today, in Team Dodo Solomon Chemo and Roland Amate, as well as my behind the scenes people, Digital Rasta Currency, who did camera, and Richie Flex, editor, director of the show. As it stands now, feels like Kwaku Smoke won't come here. Strongman won't come here. I hear Kwame Dazi was advising him to go and promote his song. And Strongman also tweeted his wife, Nana Mastrong, and encouraged her that, Madam, it is not easy to date a rapper. He said you date a rapper.
Oh no, then he will come back. This is not likelihood he will come back. It's not
for another show.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, he's there.
Yeah. It's a fine girl. He said you date a rapper. LOL. These days the job hard though, but you know I love you forever, babe. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, he is coming back.
He's coming back.
He will come. Yes, there's a likelihood he will come back.
It's like
says
you let me go and do myself dirty small.
Come back. That's why they say you deaf or you come back, and he said he will come back.
Okay, thank you so much again. But you can also share your opinion, commentaries.
He's not coming back.
Chilling. Oh no, this song they've advertised to release it long time ago.
So by this Friday,
we can remake it.
He's releasing it on this Friday.
We can change verse.
No, he will not come back.
We
for
can change
this
verse.
one, he will not come back.
Kwame doesn't even advise him to go and promote his Abubroko's Your song.
Now he's coming to release on Friday, so he will not come back today for people to listen to Beef instead of.
I said, and they're waiting Beef. No, obviously waiting the Abba to say. Tuesday, Wednesday, before Friday. And look at
I doubt he will come back, but that message there, it looks like he wants to come.
Yes,
back.
That message looks like.
Oh, for this song they can change verse.
Oh no, not this song. He won't put it in this song. This song I had that. I had New Grants and I fight in it. And I've seen them advertising this song.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Well, it's all good. Let's leave it like this until Strongman comes again. Thanks for being a part of it. If you've not subscribed to Sammy Flex TV, please do so, because here, real showbiz information lives here. I'll see you when I see you. We're out of here.